Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the coding session of the class. So here we are going to use Google Colab to do some graphing / drawing histograms, pie chart, etc. And this is the same framework or platform that we're going to use to do the class project, which we will start after the Thanksgiving. So to start off, you want to be logged into Gmail, okay? You want to log into your Hartnell Gmail, okay? Once you're logged in, then go to Google browser, Google, and type in Google Colab. Google Colab, C-O-L-A-B. Google Colab is short for collaboratory. Google Collaboratory, okay? So go, you will get this. If you're logged in, you don't have to worry about it. So you'll just get there, okay? Select on that, Google Colab. I'm logged in, so it's gonna take me there and just open the file. I already have a file built in here, so I'm just gonna pick this file and just open it. You can open a blank file, all right? So I just picked it up. And this is something from the last time, but I'm gonna do everything again. So what is it you just open? What you opened is nothing but a Python notebook, okay? IPython Notebook, IPython Notebook.
Do we type it next? Sorry. Do we type the thing, the symbol with the play button?
Yeah, that's where you'll type, but I'm not there yet. So I'm just telling you what it is.
Okay.
So this whole thing is IPython Notebook. So what it is, there's a Python programming language, which is probably the most popular programming language in the world, okay? It's used by many, many people in the world, around the world. So we are gonna use Python framework, Python programming to do our things. So now everything that you're going to be doing here is being done in the cloud, okay? So that means you're going to write Python code and it's going to run it on Google servers and it's going to give you answers, okay? It's going to give you results. This is the easiest platform and most friendly platform. You don't have to set up anything. You don't have to do anything. All you need is a Google Chrome browser. That's recommended. Google Chrome, okay? Please download Google Chrome and please do not use Microsoft Explorer, okay? Do not use that, or any derivative of Microsoft. That won't work properly. You can either use Google Chrome or you can use Mozilla Firefox. Or you could use Safari, okay, Apple. So use any of these, but preferred Google Chrome, all right? It'll work on Mozilla, Firefox, it'll work on Safari as well. So if you have a Mac, you can use Safari, or if you want to download Chrome and then install it and use it, that's fine too. Now, let's go ahead and do something. So I'm gonna go ahead and start typing something. Let's say print. Can you see my keyboard, guys?
No, I can't see your keyboard.
Okay, thanks, Ron. So you just see my screen. Okay, I'm just not sure. So print, open parenthesis, single or double quote, doesn't matter. Hello world. Okay. All right. Then you press Shift, Enter. It's running. Do you see? It just printed hello world. So you just printed hello world. Or you can run it that way. Or you can click on it and there is a play button. You can click on the play button, it'll run this play button, or shift and enter at the same time, shift and enter or return. Enter/return. Okay, shift and return. That's if you do more of it, if you use it more often, then you're probably gonna get more used to using shift enter or shift return. Because play, you could use the play button, but you have to use your mouse, right? So you have to move your hand. So as you get more comfortable with it, you'll probably use it. So this is hello world in Python. Very simple. There is nothing new here. So now
shift and what else again? What was it? I'm sorry. Shift and what else?
Shift enter/return.
Okay.
Mr. Hussein, does letter case size matter in this situation?
In which one?
When you're typing in the text into the little bar there, does it matter if it's lowercase or uppercase letters?
I think it should matter. Let me check. I'm pretty. I believe it matters. Let's check it. I never tried it. So this is the part of the programming. So let's make it shift print. Try running it. See, it gave you error. So you don't take it, right?
Okay. So the only I guess the only one that would matter would be the first word, the case of the letters in the first word, because I did mine and I used where I put in hello world, I used the lowercase letters for all of that and it still worked.
Oh, so yes, this is actually, so maybe I should, let me see if I can make it bigger. Let me give you a little bit of background. This is actually part of the programming language. And this is just your string, okay? This is anything, you don't have to put hello world, you could put hello Don, it'll work. Or as a matter of fact, you could put anything within this single code, it'll work. Does it make sense? So this part is your construction, right? This part, but this is print is a command. Print, P-R-I-N-T, print is a command in Python, right? There are certain things, certain reserved words in a programming language that you cannot change. Okay, print is one of them. Okay, then there is another one you'll see define. Okay, then there is another one class. So there are several keywords. Those are programming specific words, okay? And you cannot change them. You cannot use them in the program. You can, but there are ways to do it, but we probably won't need to deal with it. I just want to give you the most basic stuff. So you learned hello world. So now let's see, I'm gonna say hello class. That's fine. See, it says hello class. Do you see that? Now, I kind of wanna show you some silly stuff. Let's say A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 7. So now I want to print A plus B. Okay, so print A plus B. So I'm gonna hit the play button. See, A plus B is what? 12, right? So A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 7. So A plus B. So this operation, this is a mathematical operation, right? Sure.
The play button is just shift and return.
Yes, I already said it probably like 5 times.
I'm just making sure.
Okay. shift return. So on the other hand, if you want to do this, let's say you don't want to add, but rather you want to multiply, right? So put star. Where is my star? Okay, no return. See, A times B, star symbol is the multiplication. What if you wanted to, let's say you wanted to divide, right? So you just put the slash, division is slash, okay? Then see, 5 divided by 7 is this. So you can do lots of mathematical calculations using programming, and programming I can't emphasize enough. It is the thing that you must know. It's not a choice that, oh yeah, I don't need programming for my line of work. It doesn't matter what you do, you must have to have a good programming knowledge. Okay, just to give you an idea, look at pretty much most richest people in the world, like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, or Jeff Bezos, or Google guy, Sergey Brin, Facebook guy, Zuckerberg, Mark, right? All of these people are, what they're doing, nothing more than programming. They're using programming skills to connect societies or provide services to people. And they're some of the richest people in the world. You know, programming is a must going forward. All right, so now what we are going to do, we are going to create a bar graph or bar chart, okay? And I want to show it to you. It's in the handout. There is a handout in the Google Drive, okay? We have a class drive, go there, and there is a file there. It's called graphs in Python, graphs in Python.pdf. Graphs in Python.pdf, and all the codes are there. Now, in the code, Python has this pound sign, or sometimes depending on what region of the world you are, they call it hash. Okay, pound in the US we call it, and hash maybe rest of the world or most of the world. Anything that comes after the hash, hello, let's say, the Python compiler. So Python compiler, okay, before a program is run, it is compiled, okay? So Python compiler ignores it, okay? Anything that starts with a pound sign, it's like a comment, okay? So when you're typing in, you don't have to type in that stuff that's after hash or pound sign. So now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and do some work here. I'm actually gonna type it in for you guys. So now let's say I want to enter a cell here, okay? You can just click on this, okay. Okay, I have to kind of like, what happened? I'm trying to shrink it. It's not letting me. Okay. Okay, see, if you click on this kind of shaded border, you'll see two things. One is code, another is text. So by clicking in one of those, you can open a new cell. Most of the times you will create code, okay? So I'm gonna click on code. So it just opened a new cell, all right? So just tap on this. Tap here or here on the top, it'll give you this. Okay, so now I'm gonna type in what I want to do. I need a library called matplotlib.pyplot. So I'm gonna have to import it. Like import is a keyword. You cannot be using it, okay? Look here, import is a keyword, all right? You know what, on a second thought, there's no point of kind of doing the same thing again. Let me just explain it to you since the code is here. All right. So I'm just gonna, you guys go ahead and type it in, as I say. That'll save us time. So we are importing matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, okay? We are importing this as PLT. It's a short, it's just a name or a tag you're giving it. So everybody type it in. Type it in. Import in a new cell. Create a new cell, and in that cell, type it in. Import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Okay. Then look. Let me use a different color that might be more visible. Okay. So once this is done, what you want to do, create an array called country. Inside the country, in square bracket, okay? Create a square bracket. Inside the square bracket, in single quote or double quote, it doesn't matter. Put China followed by a comma. Remember, programming languages are very picky. You put China and then put comma, then single quote India, then comma. Single quote US dot com, comma. Single quote Indonesia, comma. Single quote Pakistan, comma. Single quote Bangladesh, comma. So these are the country names. Is being saved in an array called country. Now, next time, you can access this array by referring to it, okay? You can get this list by referring to it. You can get individual items in an array or the entire array. After the country array, we are going to create another array called population, all right? After the country one, we are going to create another one called population. So now let's go ahead and create this population array, which is a bunch of integers. So this one, you don't have to put it inside single quote or double quote. And inside the square bracket, what you want to do is put the number 1439, 1380, 331, and so on and so forth. So go ahead and please put those numbers. So I'll give you a little bit of time. Yes.
I have a quick question. So as we're entering this information, do we just hit enter and then it drops down below that and we enter the country equals brackets?
Yes.
China,
Yes.
So just okay.
Yes, like you're typing it in a Microsoft Word or any other text file.
Does spacing matter after a comma? Like, do we have to add
No,
a space?
not really. Spacing doesn't matter how many spaces we put, but it would be just put one space at least, right? So go ahead and type in those two lines, country array and population array. Country is an array of strings and population is an array of numbers. So once you're done, let me know. Make sure not to make mistakes because this is very sensitive.
Does it matter if something like country or the word country on the when you type it, does it matter the font? Does the font matter?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Okay. Next, we can refer to PLT. Okay, so we are referring PLT dot bar. That means we are creating a bar chart. What goes along the horizontal axis? The country names. Okay, along the horizontal axis goes the country name. Along the vertical axis goes the population. So it'll read the program, this bar program, okay, is gonna go and look at the country name array and it's gonna put it along the horizontal axis. Then it's gonna go ahead and look into the population array and it's gonna put into the vertical axis. Then this word color gives you what color, this is an option, this is an argument. You can think of this as a function with arguments, okay? So one of the arguments is color, and that color is green. You can change it to anything you want. Now, next, after that, you're gonna have to tell what is the X label, okay? That means horizontal label. In the horizontal portion, I put countries with highest populations, okay, the country names. So go ahead and type it in as I speak. And then also Y label, okay, population in millions, okay, population in millions. And don't put the 2 here, okay, I was playing around with something. So just put plt.show, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. plt.show, open parenthesis, and close parenthesis. So everybody go ahead and type it in. So this should be pretty self-explanatory, what I told you. Import the matplotlib.pyplot library as PLT. Then we define an array named country, which is a bunch of strings, right? Characters. And the structure is you put it in a single or double quote separated by comma. And the population is, by the way, a bunch of integers. It's an array of integers. In this case, you can see these numbers. And then plt.bar is calling, this plotting library is calling the bar chart function. And as argument is taking the X or horizontal values, which is countries, right? Vertical values, which is population, right? And I want to display it in color green. Now plt.x label, X is the horizontal axis, X label countries with the highest populations in single quote inside parentheses, okay? Plt.y label, population in millions, okay? And then plt.show. So y label is, by the way, the vertical axis label. Plt.show, don't put the 2 here. Let me actually clean it up. I'm gonna just, okay. All right, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna change the color a little bit so that you can see something different, okay? I'm gonna change the color to blue. B is default for blue, I think, okay? So it might actually work. So let's try it. See? You get this beautiful bar chart along the horizontal axis. Look, you have countries with highest populations, and it listed the countries in the order that you have put: China, India, US, Indonesia, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. And vertical axis, population in millions. So China has 1,400 million people, which is 1.4 billion people, by the way. India has about 1,300 something. So that's 1.3 billion people. You can see just in these 2 countries, we have like a third of the world population. Is it a third? More than a third, I think 40%. 1.3, no, maybe about a third.
Professor,
Yes.
the plt.bar line is not working. It's giving me an error, even though I typed it exactly to what you
What
told
is
us.
it? What
It
is the
just says-
error?
It says shape mismatch objects cannot be broadcast to a single shape.
Okay, so shape mismatch. So try to understand what they are saying. So it basically is telling you what the problem is. Shape mismatch means what? This is what's happening. Okay. Let me just show you. Shape mismatch is probably the number of countries that you should have is not matching the number of population. I mean the population number. So there are supposed to be 6 countries and 6 numbers corresponding to this. So check your country array, whether you missed a country, or check your population array, see if you missed anything.
I did miss a country. Thank you.
You did miss?
Yes, I missed a country.
You missed a country. Okay, all right. Which one did you miss? Hopefully not Bangladesh, right?
Indonesia.
Sure, all right. Good. So whenever, yes.
Oh, for mine it says it also says on the plt.bar, but for mine it says main population is not defined.
So you probably misspelled the population. Okay. See, if the population you wrote here and the population you wrote here, check these two.
Yeah, I did spell it right. I mean wrong. I'm sorry.
You did misspell it or no?
I did. I spelled it like population or something like that.
Okay. So yeah, these are pretty standard mistakes. You will see it. Anything else? Any other error anybody saying?
I'm seeing the population mismatch thing, but I'm trying to figure out where I made a mistake.
Okay, let's see. Find out if
I
you
have
see.
every country in there. China, India, US, Indonesia, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, but I'm trying to see if maybe there's like a spacing error or something.
Yeah, I just changed the color to pink, the bar chart. So I just put pink. Yes, go ahead.
Would it matter? Like, does the color have to be a general color, or could we put like, say, like sage green? Would the coding get it, or does it have to be a
No, you don't probably. You can try it out. That's the beauty of programming. You can try it out. Is be a kid, okay? Play around with it. See what works and what doesn't. You will discover it. I don't think it will take it. It just takes a main color. So let's say I'm gonna put magenta right now. See if it takes it. It should take magenta, I think. magenta. So let's run it. Yeah, it took magenta. So there are some main names you could put in there, but if you really get involved into programming, all these colors are represented by some values. Okay. Each color is represented by a value, so you could put that value over here. You'll take that value and give you the exact color you want, as precise as you want. Okay, anybody seeing anything else? Any other technical, programming issues? Anybody? Don, did you find yours?
Yeah, I figured it out. I was missing a number.
Ha ha ha. See?
I was just going through each section of the text to make sure that I didn't miss anything else.
Yeah, programming is super crazy. You cannot make any mistake. If you miss one comma, semicolon, or any character, the whole program will not work.
Yeah, I noticed too that when I wrote in US, I missed one of the periods on US. So I had to go back and fix that. But it's just, there's a lot of little things to type in, so you gotta be extra careful.
Yeah, you gotta be super extra careful. You cannot afford to miss. Mine says mismatch. Okay, so who's saying that? Miguel, mine says mismatch. Object cannot be broadcast to a single shape. So it's probably the same kind of error, right, Miguel? Check your population and check your country. Do you have the same number? 6 numbers and 6 countries. So if you have 6 countries, but you missed one of the commas or one of the codes, then it will be a mismatch too. So make sure that both of these are correct. Did it work, Miguel? Okay, good. I was missing a comma. Yes, of course. So that's basically starting it. And there are 4 different examples I gave you. One is for bar chart, which is this one. Another is for pie chart. That's the next one. Then after that, I believe it's a histogram. Histogram is a bar chart, but along the horizontal axis is numbers, okay? Along the horizontal axis is numbers as opposed to categories like Bangladesh, Pakistan, Indonesia. These are categories, right? US, these are categories. Along the horizontal axis, if you have numbers, okay, then it's called histogram. And in reality, by the way, when you go and work in the professional setting, you'll never ever type these things in. You'll probably read this stuff from an Excel file, because in the real world, there will be not 6. It may be 600,000, or it could be 6 million, who knows, or 60 million, who knows, right? That's where the power of computing comes into play. So you read it from an Excel file or any other data format, and then you feed it as an array, okay? Instead of 6 items in the array, you could put 6 million or 60 million or 6 billion or 60 billion, doesn't matter, okay? You could put this, and the plot.bar is gonna plot it for you. And I want you to try the other 3 over the Thanksgiving, all right? Please make sure to try it out, and then let me know how it goes. You don't have to turn it in, but I want you to try it, okay? I want you to try it. And I will give you a project towards the end of the semester where you will be generating these things, this stuff on your own, given certain data. And then we are going to do a big project, which is the class project. That's going to be a little bit different, slightly harder, but it'll make you think. And the project is going to be on application of statistics, okay? Application of stats, the concepts that you learned. And I'm going to have a few classes on that project. And I'll give you even the code for you to run, kind of like run it and look it for yourself, find it out for yourself, how this project works. So let's see a couple of comments. I was having problems with the last question. What is the last question? Jasmine, what is the last question?
It's the, okay, hold on, let me pull it up real quick. It's the dollars spent, tips paid.
Oh, you're already there? What
Yeah.
what problem are you having there?
It's the middle part under dollars and then underscore amount.
Mil per dollar underscore amount. Okay. Dollar spent, dollar amount spent, paid versus tip spade. I'm not sure. Which line are you talking about? Jasmine?
Can I show my screen?
That's a good one. You can show your screen, but I'm on an iPad. I will have to give you control over the thing.
Okay, let me pull up the file.
Yeah. Let me see. Where is Jasmine? I'm gonna give you control to share your screen. Okay. Okay. Jasmine, go ahead. Show your screen.
Share screen.
Then I might lose mine. That's the problem. Yeah. Okay.
Can you see it?
No.
Let me see. Share.
Yeah. Now I
No?
can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, for this part, I think I'm missing one line under it, and it was like, underspent.
No, you have the dollar spent and dollar. You have the dollar spent and tips paid. You have both the lines. Which line are you missing? I didn't see anything you're missing. Oh,
I took it
yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're missing one line. I see. So erase that stuff that you wrote. Okay, erase that line. And in that line, okay, right after that, hit enter, type in plt.scatter. plt.scatter, open parenthesis, plt.scatter, open parenthesis, put dollar spent, dollar underscore spent, comma, tips underscore paid. Now run it. Shift enter. It's running.
Yeah.
You have an error. X and Y must be the same. So you just didn't copy it properly. So that means you missed a number. The error, yeah, in the dollar amount spent, make sure that you have copied the numbers exactly. They have to match. When you're graphing, you have to have X and Y matching, right? For each X, there has to be Y. Let me see. Zoom into your thing. Let me count how many you've got.
It's telling you the error is on line number 4. It literally tells you where you're going wrong. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but actually the problem is not on the line number 4, but rather here. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you see? You have 11 here, you have 10 here. So that's a mismatch. Even though whoever was talking, even though it says that the problem is in line number 4, that's just a source. Actually, you have to see where it is. The final error happened on line number 4, but the cause of the error is probably before that. And in programming, that's one of the things that you kind of get used to. Wherever the error you're seeing, the error may be there or it may even not be there somewhere else. So in this case, the error is before. So just put in another number. See, put in another number there. Let's say 10. Yeah, you can just put any number. It'll work. Now shift return. See?
Okay, thank you.
So I want you guys to go ahead and try this, everybody. And that is your first assignment. You don't have to turn it in, but just go ahead and practice it. Any question? Anybody?
Yes, I have one, Mr. Hussein. Forgive me, but I feel like I'm missing something here. Where are these other problems at?
Oh, it's in the same handout down the page.
He shared the handout with the file that he shared on our Google
It's on
Drive.
Google Drive. It's on Google Drive.
How do I stop being main?
Okay, I'm taking it away from you. Okay, hold on. Okay, how do I claim the, okay, let's see. Reclaim host, so I'm the host now. Okay, all right. So anyway, any question, anybody? Just what I did for the first bar chart, you do the same similar kind of things, but you do create a pie chart, you create a histogram, and you create a scatter plot. It looks like Jasmine, she already did all of them while we were talking. It's pretty easy. If you just follow the instructions that I gave you, that'll give you the practice that you need. There are 4 of them. Don, did you find it?
No, I don't know if you shared it with me.
It's in Google Drive.
The only thing I see in my Google Drive is, let's
Is it the
see.
statistics folder?
Under the statistics folder.
What-
Go
the
under
one that has
shared.
the one that has the
folder.
lecture slides.
Yeah, the one that has the
Called
lecture
graphs and Python.
graphs in Python. That's
Yeah,
what it's
graphs in Python.
Let me look
called.
again.
PDF. Okay, did you find it, Don?
No, it's strange. I have my Google Drive open on my browser, and then I have Google Drive opened on my iPad, and I still don't. I see the slides for the class, but I don't see the assignment.
Oh, refresh your browser.
Yeah, that's weird. I still don't see it. Let me see something else. Hold on.
Or search the file. Somebody typed it in here.
What's it called again?
It's called graphs in Python.
Here we go. All right, I found it. I'm just gonna download it to my desktop.
Yeah,
I can't find it either. Where would it be?
it's in Google Drive.
Okay.
So you guys want to type in drive.google.com. Okay. Once you type in there, you'll go there. You have to make sure that you're logged into your Google Drive. Then you will see a link on the left side. It says shared folders, I think. Shared folders or something. Shared files or folders, something like that. Shared files. So you should see that if you click on that, you will see your statistics folder, and then under the statistics folder, you'll find it. Thank you, Jasmine, for clarifying it. Any other question, anybody?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
When you're typing like different like companies or countries, could it be anything? Or
Yeah, it could be anything. Yeah,
you have
totally.
can you type in any number as well, or do you have to type the exact like number or something?
Certain things you're okay. So in the population, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
In the, sorry, not population, country.
Uh-huh.
That's a country, okay?
Yeah.
That's your array of things. So I put China first, right? Then comma,
Yeah.
if you want to change it to something else, let's say Canada, after that, you can do that. And whatever number. And then population, just you have to make sure that the dimension of array is the same, right? Number of entries in each of the array is the same. If you have 10 countries here, you have to have 10 numbers. Otherwise, it'll say dimension mismatch. Okay. It will say dimension mismatch. So, and also it could be the case that you actually put the country names, but you forgot to put a comma or something, or you forgot to put a single quote or double quote. So programming is very sensitive. And you could put, there is no, pretty much literally no limit on how many items can you put in the array. All right, but make sure that both of them have the same number of elements. Any other question, anybody? Any other question, anyone?
Just to make sure this is not like something we have to turn in. You're just giving it for practice, right?
Yeah, this is practice, but I will be giving you other projects where you will have to do it on your own, and you will be sharing the file with me, Python notebook file. Okay, IPython notebook file. You'll be sharing it with me, and then I'll run it myself and see if it works.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody, anything else? Pedro,
Do we have to meet again on Wednesday or Monday next week?
Monday is the midterm, right?
Yeah. Do we have to do it on Wednesday?
And Wednesday, no, we don't
It's
meet.
like the okay. All right, cool. Same with class. Like we're not gonna have class on Monday or Wednesday because it's the midterm week.
Monday, we are gonna have midterm, so no class, because I expect you to spend the class time taking the midterm, right?
Yeah.
And on Wednesday, it's an afternoon class, you know, right before Thanksgiving Eve. So I'm kind of giving you guys a little break so that you can go and get prepared for Thanksgiving and spend time with your friends and family. And many people are traveling, going to places, right? So I just want to make your life a little bit easier. And also after the midterm, people tend to be a little bit exhausted. So I give you guys a little break. Any other questions, anybody? Anybody has any question about the programming stuff? Does it seem too hard or is it easy? Do you need additional help for it?
Nope, all good, Professor.
Okay. Rosa, is it okay? Rosa?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay. Anybody else has any questions? All right. If not, then that's all for the day. Thank you so very much. We'll see you in the class shortly.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Happy
Take care.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello?